Folks, happy Tuesday. We are back. Brand new episode of DDZ. It's a Buffalo Sabres game night. Before we get to that pregame show, I'm here with MereKat. I'm Degenerate Al. This show sponsor, Manscaped. Get to manscaped.com for 20% off using promo code TRAINWRECK. MereKat, I don't know about you. Last night was a little bit of a train wreck for me. My parlay, I had the Avalanche money line. They go up 2-0. 6 unanswered goals, lose 6-2. And then Edmonton Oilers playing the Maple Leafs with a backup goalie. Hutchinson and the Maple Leafs get the shutout 3-0.
NHL's been wild, man. Like I had that one super parlay I showed you guys. You know, you have a little free money, go down the creek, make a little $20 in a dream parlay. Entire thing hit 14 legs, but one. Calgary Flames plus 2.5. They were a huge money line favorite, and what do you know? They lose 5-1 to the Senators. It was gross. Thank God the Cavs won last night too, because my little NBA parlay crushed by the Jazz had a healthy lead late in that game. Blow it. They're down a bunch. I thought they're dead. Make a comeback with like a minute 30 left. Down one with 45 seconds left. They missed 2 shots. Then they get a loose ball foul. All done. So I ended up a little bit last night thanks to the Cavs being a dog and me just taking that straight up. But What are you going to do? Just move on.
And MereKat, that's the most frustrating thing. You had a team that was the favorite at plus goals. You think that's the most lock city thing of the parlay, and the Senators blow out the team 5-1. That's absolutely crushing. But like I said, insane slate tonight. College basketball is unreal. NBA, NHL. MereKat, let's start with you. What's your first pick of the night?
I'm going with a little straight play in the NBA. I'm going with the Miami Heat against the Atlanta Hawks. Their money line straight up. It's about minus 130 right now. It's been moving a little here and there. The spread, if you want to take it, go for it. I'm playing it safe. Like yesterday, I said I'm taking the Mavericks money line. The spread's right there. It's going to be close. They lose the spread by a point. That's why we take the money lines in these close situations. But Atlanta just fired their coach yesterday, and usually I like to bet on a team. They get a little boost with the new coach, but Atlanta just doesn't have anything here to match up with Miami. John Collins, did well against some. Trae Young's been so inconsistent. He is so talented and so good, but he's shouldering so much of a burden on that offense that he just can't get hot and stay hot this year. No consistency. And they're going up against Miami's defense, who is incredible. I mean, their current form, too, as a team, they won 7 of their last 8, covered in every single one but one of them. Atlanta 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 and 1-4 on just a day's rest. And, the last game they played was Saturday against the Heat, and they lost by 10. They don't have the offensive depth, the firepower right now to match up with this Heat defense, and you're getting just consistent play throughout the Heat lineup. Kendrick Nunn stepping up, that's huge for that team.
Massive. I am going from the NBA to the NHL. Just a straight play here. I am locking in the Philadelphia Flyers money line, minus 130 on the road. I was looking at Twitter today. Jenna Harner put out a tweet. No Crosby. He's out. Flyers, 3 straight wins. Pittsburgh this year is 0-2 against Philly. Granted, they are the first 2 games of the year. But once again, Crosby's out. The Flyers this year are dominating except against the Bruins. Pretty much they play anyone else. Their record's stupid. I mean, they have like 1 or 2 losses. I'm riding with the Flyers. I know it's on the road. It doesn't matter. No fans, no Crosby. And it's 7 o'clock, national TV, NBC Sports Network. So I'm excited for that one. And like I said, minus 130. I saw the line this morning before the Crosby news. It was around like minus 114. Hasn't moved that much. But I think obviously Crosby being the best player on the Penguins, still one of the best players in the league. I'm rolling with the Flyers.
Yeah, that's the thing. Crosby's out for them, and the Penguins just have been kind of streaky this year. They had high expectations coming into this season, haven't stayed consistent, and that's what we're seeing across all of these sports right now is teams having trouble staying consistent. I think, the season's being thrown off, all different protocols, all that stuff is kind of playing an impact right now. Not as much as we saw with like the bubble and stuff like that, where things were just completely wonky, but I think the consistency issues we're seeing is definitely a product of that. I'm going to go back to the NBA because I've just been hot, and I haven't had a down day in the NBA in like 2 weeks. I don't know, but I'm going back to the well. My hammer the other night, the Knicks. I'm not hammering them tonight. Now, if you want to throw 2 units on it, I do really like it. This line's been moving like crazy, though. I'm taking the money line at -129, same as the Heat money line, surprisingly enough, against the Spurs tonight. But they open at +2.5. Now they are -2. Crazy money coming in on the Knicks. People love it, and sometimes I like to fade that, but I have no reason to tonight. You look at the Spurs, they just played an OT game last night. You've seen guys like DeMar DeRozan playing 42 minutes in an 11-point loss. They end up getting crushed in overtime because they don't have the depth right now with LaMarcus Aldridge, Devin Vassell, White, Gay, Johnson, all these guys. These are like 5 core players for this team are out tonight. These guys who just played overtime last night are completely exhausted, are going back at it tonight, depleted already. The Knicks just look so free. They're 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 on the road. I mean, they're 7-2 overall in their last 9. They've just been incredible holding opponents the second least amount of points per game in the league. Worst field goal percentages in the league, their opponents too against them. The Spurs just, how are they going to score on this team tonight? How are they going to stay energetic against the Knicks? I don't see it.
Yeah, and MereKat, I got to ask you, I don't think you're going to have the answer to this, but when's the last time the New York Knicks have been favorites in San Antonio? That to me is just, that is wild.
Then that's another thing, just the momentum behind this team. You saw the Garden the other night, just for them being over 500. It's insane. The Knicks are good again. And am I a Knicks fan? No, but I like to see teams like prominent teams rise up out of the ashes, because when those teams are good, the entire league is better. There's more parity. You want to see the Knicks be good. And it's not like they went star chasing and tried making their own big 3 or anything. They're doing this with guys they drafted, guys they built up, Tom Thibodeau's system, and the addition of Derrick Rose. It's been insane, and I'm rooting for this Knicks team.
We got a couple comments coming in. M. Dickinson 94, Michigan, Illinois, who we like, and Andy Olson out for the Illini. And hey, MereKat, well, we're just talking about this. You go to the Creek website, you can't even get a spread on the game tonight. It's literally just blocked out. All you have is Illinois money line +340, Michigan -455 on the money line. And I know what both me and you like. That's Illinois.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If there was a spread on this game, you're giving me Illinois like +6.5 or something like that. I'm hammering that. Illinois is one of my sweethearts in college basketball this year. Just placed futures on them yesterday at the Creek. Got my tickets ready to go because I think they can make some noise come tournament time. Now, I love Michigan and what Juwan Howard's doing. They're an incredible team, but I think they're being a bit overvalued, and Illinois is getting – people, think Illinois all DeSunma, and they're not. They have a lot going on there. Coffee Cockburn, I mean, that's my dude right there. But hey, we're going to see how this one plays out. I think the Creek might be smart not giving out a spread on this one because it's going to be wild. There'd be insane movement with the Sunmu news. I can't talk right now, coming out and stuff like that. So, hey, if they had Illinois like a +6 to 8 range, I'm probably hammering it. But
there it is. There it is. +8.5.
+8.5. That must be like a Bovada or something.
Okay,
8.5.
Colin knows something.
I like that 8.5 there.
Yeah, and
a lot of money coming in on Michigan.
Yeah, and let's flip it to some more college basketball tonight. I'm going with a little bit of a parlay here. I'm rolling with Auburn and the Dart. We got some 7 o'clock action. We got some 9 p.m. action. We have Alabama at home taking on Auburn. Alabama, a heavy favorite. I believe they're 11-point favorites at home in this one. I think we're going to see a little bit of a hangover here. But, obviously, shout out, congratulations to Nate Oates and Brian Hodgson to what they've done for that university and that team. I mean, they're top 10 in the country, SEC regular season champs. Going to fade them tonight, though. But I'm teasing them. Alabama should still definitely win this game, but I'm teasing it up to 15.5. Like I said, a little bit of a hangover. And when's the last time Alabama's been regular season SEC champs? A long-ass time.
Yep.
And then when Alabama-Auburn played earlier in the year, it was a 4-point game. It was a close game. So I could see something in the 8 to 10 Alabama range, but that's why I'm teasing it up to 15.5. And then, rolling with the Dart. You have 2 teams in the top 25, 9 o'clock ESPN2. Could you imagine if this was a sellout crowd in Purdue? I mean,
Oh
it
my
would
gosh,
be
right? Insane.
25 versus 23, 3 straight wins for Purdue. And Wisconsin, they haven't been able to get the big dub. They've lost 3 out of 4, but those 3 losses, Michigan, Iowa, Illinois. And that's why you're 25th in the country. They haven't been able to get that big win, MereKat.
Yeah, they just need the statement win. And, you talk about Nate Oates and stuff, what he's doing too. It's pretty incredible. Like, Alabama's going to be in a Final Four in the next few years. So, like, I'm pretty confident in that.
This year.
Really? It could be this year with what they're doing already this quickly and the recruits they're going to be getting in. I mean, Alabama's not known as a basketball school, but they're known as a sports school. And who doesn't want to go to a sports program like Alabama where they're just funneling money into that program? You get the best of the best. You're going to have an incredible college experience. Now they're going to start really pushing that basketball program, I think, under Nate Oates. I mean, he could be building something special there.
And I wanted to bring this up, MereKat. What a weird season in college basketball. I'm looking at the games tonight, looking at the slate. You have Duke and Kentucky on a Tuesday night in March, both underdogs.
Yeah.
Duke plus 1.5 at Georgia Tech, Kentucky plus 3 at Ole Miss. What on earth? Like, you never see that. Just like the Knicks favorites at San Antonio. It's crazy.
Crazy. And Coach K and these guys, it's just like, what's going on? You see him trying to blame everything he possibly can. It's all COVID's fault or whatever. But hey, I like things changing up. I like a changing of the guard. We're going to see something different this year. And Duke and NIT, good luck to them.
We got a lock here from JJ Barr, 28. Suns, Lakers under. I got to say, too, MereKat, I do like the Knicks Spurs under. I do like that under 216.5.
With how tired and depleted the Spurs are, plus the Knicks, just insane defense.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, This is a night for them to maybe even get like a little bit of a break, even though Tom Thibodeau doesn't ever let his players take minutes off. So we'll see how that goes. But, I'm going to keep riding this Knicks team while they keep getting favorable lines. I'm not sure. They opened as plus 2.5, so I'm not sure what the money line was at. I'm assuming it was plus money at one point.
Yeah.
Still, minus 130. I'm not a heavy value guy. I won't bet anything, straight up minus 140 or less. It's kind of my limit there, but I love it. It's just, if it loses tonight, maybe the old Knicks are back. Yeah. Maybe they're not a new team, but
I know
they need to keep the momentum rolling.
And look
the under's nice.
Look at this. JJ Barr saying parlay the Sabres money line. I can't.
Oh, God.
I can't do it. I know it's a Sabres game night. I know we got to sign off here. This is it. But, I can't take the Sabres on the road to the Rangers. I cannot put money on the Buffalo Sabres right now. And it's time for the Crossing Swords pregame show. Sabres taking on the Rangers, 7 p.m. They're around plus 130 on the money line. MereKat, any last words?
Fade Buffalo.
I agree. I'm sorry. I am not betting the Sabres the rest of the year. Bet against them every game, and it's probably going to make you money. Do it for Dwayne. And this is where we sign off. Remember, manscaped.com, 20% off, promo code Trainwreck. Good night now. Keep going. It's spinning. It's spinning.